And
even as I speak now,
claiming that they are bewitched or something like that.
Even as I speak now, there are people who are drunk right now. It is 7 in the morning, but some people are drunk, and even right now they are drinking. Yeah. They slept drinking because there has been a crisis, and this crisis led them to this. And then somehow they become addicted, and it has become a disorder. So alcohol and the drugs, it plays double role here. For example, somebody who is stressed will quickly run to the bottle. Will very quickly run here. But then with this alcohol control policy bill, what we are trying to put up across, even that's why we are trying to ask people to please support this bill that was passed last year. Why? One of the things that we want to look at is we must regulate the use. We must regulate from production, from the manufacture, the importation, the sale, consumption, and advertisement of these alcoholic drinks. And do you know that most of these alcoholic drinks that our young people are having are not even certified? They are not even certified.
Yeah.
They are having a lot of liquor content. And that's why there are many who are now dying of liver cirrhosis at a young age. There are so many who are battling mental illnesses. There are so many who are battling different other challenges that come with this. And do you know that it is even causing a lot of poverty issues? Because now all these things you must buy them, but where do you get the money? We have in West Nile, we normally say people have imaginary leprosy in their hands. That's why most young people will tell you they are not jobs, but there is work that they're not doing. So that's where the problem is. So there's a lot of things that we can actually get here. So we are trying to call upon everyone here that please, alcohol, the prevalence is here. This report, I want to leave it for you. You can read it and internalize it. You know, I don't know if I came with another that I can also give you as well. Yes, the control policy here is here. You can also read this because we need to understand that these issues are happening. We need to have a concerted effort. We need to advocate for this. That's why as UAPA, where we also part of, UAPA is Uganda Alcohol Policy Alliance. We want to see a nation free from alcohol related harm.
not free from alcohol, but
alcohol related harm. If you look at the cases of accidents that have happened, road accidents, alcohol related.
And why
people are drinking driving?
There's a crisis.
There is a crisis. So these are things that we want to see. How do we regulate some of these issues? Because without regulation, things will not work. That's why we need to support this kind of programs. That's why we are advocating for this issue to be handled. So out there, when you are a community leader, you are a listener, let's follow these things because we are preserving lives. We want to promote this because alcohol, we've seen it, it has been one of the biggest contributors. Okay, of mental health issues. You need to afford it. If you can't afford it, then you must go and steal. That's why we're having a lot of crime. Because everybody is trying to look for something to survive. And here we are saying survival is for the fittest. But I'm saying survival is not for the fittest. Okay? We're in a different way, we're saying survival is not for the fittest, but survival is not, actually we don't even want people to survive, we want people to thrive.
94.8 XFM.
But the just shall live by faith.
The just shall live.
So there are so many causes that there are so many triggers that I can cite from my own lived experience.
And quickly I want us to handle the effects of mental health issues and the treatment and prevention now, because you said in the beginning that these things can actually be treated.
It's going to be treated.
94.8 XFM. Daniel Drileba Bratibi is in the building. My namesake from West Nile. And he's a mental health expert, and we're talking mental health. He's Sam Pompey and Bumper to Bumper. Also coming up is Speak for America and Contola. We'll be right back after this. Yoga Boys and a salary playing for you exactly 48 after 7 in the morning, and we're speaking mental health, and Daniel Drileba Bratibi is in the building. Daniel, these are the issues we're speaking about, where a full song is dedicated to getting your salary and taking it to the bar, and the youths are following suit. This just shows you how society is broken, and we have nothing much to hope for except for alcohol.
That's why we want to see how we can regulate, because this is, if somebody is saying he can't wait for his salary so that he can take it to the bar. What is he thinking about the sustainability of his family? How is the life of the children? How is issues around family setting? You know, that's why I want to ask people to embrace this policy, the alcohol drink control bill that was brought in Parliament. Why do we need to why was it proposed, and why are we looking at it this way? We are saying, despite its economic importance, alcohol threatens public health and imposes a substantial economic burden on societies in Uganda and worldwide. So what do we need to know here? Issues, if we don't regulate, what time do we go to these bars? If we don't regulate, what kind of alcohol do we need in this country, if we need it at all? We're going to have more damages. That's why right now, alcohol is the third leading risk factor for poor health, contributing to over 200 diseases, including addictions, cancers, and various forms of psychiatric and cardiovascular and respiratory illnesses. Number two, right now as I speak globally, 1 every 10 seconds somebody is dying because of alcohol related problem. Now, somebody who is drunk, you don't expect them to perform at work.
Absolutely.
If right now somebody is drunk, you can't expect them. So that means what? Alcohol consumption impacts 14 of the 17 sustainable development goals, contributing to the issues like poverty, gender-based violence, and other social and economic problems.
Poverty, I'll agree with you.
So that's why we are trying to call upon Ugandans. Hey, let's engage. Let's support this bill. Let this bill become law. Otherwise, without control, without issues that can regulate these issues, we are destined for destruction. And so that's why we want to see how do we treat.
How do we treat? Yes.
Now, treatment has two ways that I will come in here. I want to talk about treatment and prevention, because prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
One thing I want to say is, in as much as treating mental illnesses is expensive in this country, people can actually receive treatment and they can recover. That's one. Two, the barrier to treatment is a stigma. Many people are struggling because of stigma, and that's what also one thing that I talked about in this book here, how to break that stigma and these barriers around treatment. Because treatment is there, people can actually recover. That's why I'm here. Many other people have recovered in this country from various mental illnesses. Okay, so but one thing I want to say is, in as much as there are these barriers, if families can still see their persons who are struggling with mental illnesses as a person, we are going to go. Because if you see a person as a problem,